Welcome to my new series where I discuss tips on time banking.
Hello everyone, my name is Fatima Mahmood. Welcome and welcome back to my channel.
Time banking is a simple concept of neighbors helping neighbors in exchange for hours, time instead of money. There are many time banks across the US, Canada, and many parts of the world. Here's one example of Silver Spring Time Bank in Maryland. Shows you that time banking is not a one-to-one ratio. It's not a barter system, but you bank hours, time, credit instead of banking money. And that's how you help your fellow neighbors. Well, each time bank might have its own specific websites. One of the platforms that's used to record hours and to post exchanges is ourworld.org. They have a version 1 and they have a version 2. The time banks that I'm a part of use version 1. And this is also how you can find other time banks within your network. In my video series, I'm not going to delve too much in the technical aspects of how to use Our World because many time banks like Silver Spring around the US have their own tutorials up on their websites. Our World itself has a few tutorials and people can discover these themselves by Googling and looking around. My videos will take on a different perspective. There are many common sense aspects to time banking, and I'm going to highlight some things just to bring them to the forefront of our consciousness so we can be more aware of them as we are thinking about exchanges and engaging in time banking. So once you have your Our World account set up, however you and your time bank do that, especially if you're a new member, you can search for members by their name. Maybe you meet them at a virtual orientation or in-person orientation. This is how you find people and connect with them. And even before you do an exchange with someone, you have the potential to look at their profile. They'll have a contact me section and you can message them through that. People have a choice to either protect their email or have it displayed, so be sensitive to both options. If you're interested to see who lives closer to you, you can do keyword searches by zip codes and city town names. People are busy in their lives. People are part of various organizations and communities, and time banking is one of them. Our World profile has your bio, and it can be really helpful for you to fill out your bio so that others can get to know you better. Also, keyword searches in Our World cover the bios as well as the exchanges. That's another way that if you really do write out something in your bio, it'll come up or you'll come up in search results. I've seen some people, they're really busy, so what they do is they put all of their skills, all of their requests or all their offers or what they can bring to the table all in their bios. And then they don't actually post specific requests or offers. And I want to encourage people, in addition to writing your bio, even if it's a small bio, to definitely take the time and fill out individual requests and offers as part of the exchanges. And it takes time to figure out what you want to request, what you have available to offer, and all these things will evolve over time. Some offers, like me, I keep my offers up with a never expiration, so they're always up. And then some people have a time limited request and they put that up, they post that, and then when it's completed, they take it down. Just like you've heard from other time banks, I encourage people to, on a somewhat regular basis, delete any exchanges, whether they're requests or offers, that are no longer applicable. Don't limit yourself when you think about what you can bring to the table. It can be something very small, specific, or it can be something broad. Don't limit yourself when you think about what you can use that exists in your daily life or daily work life that you can use to help your neighbor. While I want you to be creative and broad, I also want you to think about when you write your requests and offers to be specific and put some details in and make them understandable to the reader. Just make sure that when you write something, you ask yourself, does this sound like only the people who would understand it are people who live inside my head with me? Or could someone who's a stranger to me, someone who's never met me, understand what I'm looking for or what I offer when I'm doing a request or an offer? I want to encourage people to look at the trade section and try to do some remote trades This is when you are not in a time bank, but someone else in a different time bank needs your help and you have a way to assist them. It's going to vary because you're not in the same physical space, but take time to look through it, not just in the weekly email or weekly newsletter you get from Our World, but actually go into the Intertrade section on Our World and take some time to look through. Note that you can join more than one time bank so long as you talk to each of the time banks. You can merge all your accounts just to one time bank, move all your hours over with some technical help, or you can keep both accounts. I'm part of 2 time banks. For me, there are geographic reasons why I'm in those, but there could be lots of different reasons why you're in 2 different time banks. You don't have to move all your hours over from one to the other if you don't want to. I found that I do move some hours in between. It gets a little tricky as to how I do it, but it can be done. And sometimes people, when they think of time banking, they think of it has to be an in-person meetup, it has to be in-person help, and that can be true for very specific things. However, sometimes people need advice on how to handle something, whether it's broad or it's like a technical thing like setting up a printer or learning the software. And sometimes that advice giving as part of an exchange can happen on a phone call or a video call. And with different video call platforms, there are ways to remote into another computer, take control, move things around, navigate through the computer. That's available on Zoom, that's available even on WhatsApp. There are other video platforms that people use. What is needed can actually just be achieved through a phone call or a video call, and other certain things can only be achieved in person, like ride, raking someone's leaves in the yard, or helping someone in their home, etc., or helping someone with grocery shopping. And I want to spend a little bit of time talking about passive time banking and active time banking. So if you're a person like me and you need help with rides, in situations where you don't have a car or public transportation is just not going to solve your particular need in that moment, or you have lots of hours to give and you want to treat yourself by getting rides through a time bank. Passive time banking looks like I post a request for rides, or a person who has a car and is willing to do rides posts an offer for rides. It just, you post it and you hope someone sees it and contacts you. Active time banking looks like I keep a list over the years in one particular time bank where different people have said they'd be willing to do rides in exchange for time credit. And I keep a list of their names and their contact information. And so I might do a exchange posting and a request for a ride, but then I'll also go through my list of people and message them to say something along the lines of, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but here's my request for a ride. And then I give them the exact text that I used in the posting. And I said, if you think you can help me with this, please, I hope you can let me know. I'm actively pursuing people and not just waiting for them to react to a post. Another example is I tend to be in time banks with a lot of people have gardening expertise. So if you look through the gardening section in offers on your time bank and you find 5 people, you might want to note their names. And then when you have a gardening related issue, in addition to posting, you can ping or target message these 5 people and say, I noticed you have an interest or an expertise in gardening. Here's something that I'm looking for. I already posted it. Do you think you could help me? That's the difference between passive and active, where you are targeting specific folks in a nice, gentle, polite way. And a reminder is all you can do is highlight for them, hey, I posted this. Have you seen it? Do you think you could help me? Or, here's a text of what I posted. Do you think you can help me? And the answer is either going to be yes, no, maybe, or not now, or some range of it. And the answer that people give is fair and valid so long as everyone is being civil and communal with each other and understanding that sometimes exchanges work and sometimes they don't. My tip is that when you engage more in active time banking rather than waiting on passive responses to your postings, you will get more of what you need from time banking and time banks rather than just waiting around. And an important element of that is have patience and know that things take time. If you are dropping last minute requests in the time bank or with people in the time bank that you know that last minute requests might not work out in this non-monetary economy, that if you need last minute help, you might have to get services that you pay for, which is sort of the opposite of what time banking is about. Lastly, I want to focus on ourworld.org. Sometimes people want to really meet people in person and learn about time banking that way and learn how to use Our World together in person. However, part of time banking really does involve spending time and putting effort sitting on a laptop or a tablet or even the mobile devices and the mobile app for time banking and just sitting with Our World and navigating through it and getting comfortable and exploring the different features. As much as you might want more human interaction, getting more comfortable with exchanges, you do just need to invest time and effort with getting comfortable in Our World. So please devote some time to that. Thanks for watching part 1 of my videos on time banking. I'll do a few more videos about generalized tips and ideas with the understanding that already on the internet there are so many videos out there and guides, PDF guides, etc., written guides, instructions about actually the technical aspects of using Our World and time banking. So I just hope to contribute to the conversation.
Thank you for watching my video. I'd love to hear from you on email at fmahmood@wellesley.edu. You can also find me on LinkedIn at that address. And if you do send me a connection request, please go ahead and send me a note. Before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. And please go ahead and watch my next video. Thank you.